All right. Hello, everybody. Okay, so here's what we're talking about today. We've got some interesting stuff. Basically, Minecraft has updated, or I guess Mojang has updated their end user license agreement. Um, and we've got some stuff to talk about because it is garbage. Not just the fact that they've updated it and they've changed it, because purposefully, or honestly, I guess, um, I am of the opinion that if you make a game, you get one end user license agreement. That is it. You do not get to update the end user license agreement and remove people from playing your game after they've already purchased it. If you do that, you need to give them a refund. Because when they bought the game and they added or accepted that end user license agreement originally, that is the terms that they agreed to when they bought it. You're not allowed to change those terms post purchase and then remove them from the game. That's called theft. I don't like that in general. But that's not actually the worst part about this. Many companies do change their EULA. I'm just of the opinion that they shouldn't. That's a small problem that won't even be like covered in this. Basically, that's not what this entire video is about. We've got a very different issue at hand here. The issue at hand is that not only have they changed the EULA for Mojang, but it is a horrible new take on what an EULA should be. There's some questioning even if it's even legal, if it has any actual standing, if it holds any water, basically. There's a lot to cover here. We're going to try and cover most of it, or at least to the best of my knowledge. I'm not a lawyer and I don't pretend to have any sort of legal knowledge, but I am a logical thinker, and I am a politician. In the sense, not that I am, by profession, like I don't get paid and stuff like that. I don't run for government or anything like that. But I am very much involved in politics and logical debate and topics in the both social and public communities of the United States government and stuff like that. It's a very big part of my life. If you don't know, and if any of you don't know, I am a very strong-willed libertarian, which means I believe in limited government. I don't want any monarchies or any patriarchies or anything like that. I don't like dictatorships. I don't like tyrannies. I don't like fascism. I don't like communism, socialism. I don't even love that the United States has as big of a government as it does right now. I think it could be very much smaller down to the local level. Things just run smoother when you don't have a middleman and when you don't have somebody with absolute power. I appreciate the United States, forms of checks and balances that they give to their three large branches of government, but even that, has its limits to what it can accomplish in the ways of basically holding back on what, what the government is capable of and where it overreaches and oversteps its bounds. Um, but we're not even talking about that today. Today we are talking about a gaming company, Mojang, and their new EULA that has been quietly put by many others, as well as myself, as being very Orwellian. If you don't know who George Orwell is, he wrote a book, 1984. It's basically a dystopian about the government, big government, stepping in and really brainwashing its citizens. And it's just not a good book. But we're not even getting into that sort of politics today. Today is gaming politics, talking about Mojang's PFP, or not PFP, EULA. Mojang doesn't have a PFP. That's just their little symbol. I'll note, if you want a even more summarized version, like a short version, I would encourage that you go check out Pheonix SC here. He is one of the people I watch for my updates and stuff like that about Minecraft and their snapshots, and I greatly appreciate what he does. He is very nonpartisan. He's very like central, I guess, on the political spectrum, if you would, for Minecraft. He's covered things about Minecraft's chat restrictions and getting banned if you say anything on your own private server, and he's covered that before. But he's very nonpartisan. He's very non-biased, and I appreciate that because he basically just gives you the straight news and facts, and that is it. But if you go watch his video, and I'll put it in the description for this video. In fact, I can probably just do that right now. I'll just snag this and throw it in there, and I'll throw it in the chat as well, just so that everybody can see it. I'll update my thing here. Title. Do I get a description? I don't really get a description, do I? Yeah, that covers it. Okay. He is very non unbiased. He basically, tells it how it is. And he says in his own words, there are some big no-nos when it comes to this. He has an LLB, but even he doesn't you know, exactly get into the politics of it, or like say that he should be taken as legal advice. But honestly, anybody with a brain can look at some of this stuff and see that it's really not good. It's not legally binding. Yeah, basically ripped to anarchist servers. It's just not going to be a good thing. There's a lot that's going to go on, and it's just not going to be good. I should probably move the chat up a little bit to the window capture. Um, but yeah, basically, it's just not going to be a it's not going to be a good thing. What's going on? I'm honestly waiting for Mojang to either get sued or change this, because yeah, they're really overstepping their bounds here. Some of their major stuff includes that you can't even use the word Minecraft in the titles of your videos anymore. Stuff like that. Let's see. We have some pretty. Oh, here it is. The naming guidelines. Oh, where did it just go? I just lost it. Naming guidelines. You may use Minecraft in name and a secondary name, secondary tile, or description. So like Minecraft Let's Play, no longer allowed. And to some certain extent, they think they're going to have the authority to take down everybody's intellectual property in videos because they're Minecraft or they're Microsoft, and they get to do that, which is I find hilarious. It actually has no legal standing. You can't just roll up, change your EULA, and then enforce it on the rest of the internet and the rest of the world. Because if so, I would just write an EULA that says I own Microsoft, and all of a sudden I am Microsoft King. That's not how it works. But they give some examples here. Kobata Miners, a Minecraft server for Redstone builds. We're cool with that. Minecraft, the ultimate Kobata server for Redstone. We're not cool with this. Yeah, because that makes it sound like Minecraft is your whole thing. But The Shaft, a Minecrafters podcast, they're cool with that. But if you were to say The Shaft, a Minecraft podcast, you notice they put Minecrafters right that apostrophe S. Don't mistake that. They put that in there on purpose. They're sidestepping around the fact that they're not even going to be happy with The Shaft, a Minecraft podcast. They won't be okay with that. And they will try, or at least they will say they will. I don't know how much of this is going to be bark and not bite, because it literally has no legal standing. You literally just can't take people's intellectual property. Like, that's not how that works. I can't roll up to Coca-Cola and say, oh, I own your stuff now. And neither can Coca-Cola come up to me and say, oh, you have a video on your YouTube channel with a picture of our can in it for like 2 seconds. Your video is ours now. Like, you can't do that. Not If I was writing a documentary on Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola does not get to take my video because I have the name Coca-Cola in the title. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how any intellectual property, or any property for that matter, has ever worked in literally the history of ever. I know Nintendo tries to do it, and they're currently being sued, I think, for their end user license agreement dictates that you're not allowed to mod their game and then put it on YouTube. The only legal extent that an EULA actually can have is that if you agree to the EULA and then you violate it, they are allowed to end your user license agreement. That's what EULA means, end to user license agreement. That's what it literally stands for. It's not copyright video takedown agreement. Like, that's not what that is. An EULA has no legal standing in anything outside of the game license and your ability to use it. So the fact that they're even like talking about, just kind of like how Nintendo does, that they're going to take down our stuff if we use Minecraft name, like it's just hilarious to me. It's literally like yeah, I have no words to describe the buffoonery that is this. And I honestly look forward to the day that they get sued for this. It probably won't be very long of a time. I'm sure somebody will get all their videos taken down. Some YouTuber that has money will have their stuff taken down, and they will immediately go after Microsoft. And Microsoft has kind of already had a lot of legal, issues recently. They just got over the case of buying Activision, for monopoly reasons, and they just barely won that. I'm sure they're not loving the legal system right now and having to go through all these loop hoops and chutes and ladders and spider webs and you know I'm not expecting that they are going to be ones to try and put up with this. They're really either going to put up with it and burn their money trying to do so, or they're going to submit and realize, hey, we screwed up, big time. They're basically going to get the Bud Light treatment, so to speak, by the gaming community if this is actually something that they try to go through with and push forward. It's just too much. It's way too much. This is like way out of hand. There's millions of Minecraft videos. If you seriously go down throughout YouTube and somehow YouTube agrees with this too, because let's be clear, if YouTube agrees with this, they're probably also going to get sued because YouTube is its own thing. You can post content on YouTube and still own that content. YouTube does not have the authority to just take things down and delete them without your permission. Like most people don't get that. Most people get copyright strikes all the time and stuff like that, or they get their account terminated. But that's intellectual property, and you can actually sue for that getting deleted. Because if you only put that up on YouTube and then they decide, oh, we're a private site, we can do what we want, that's fine. That's the same argument people used with Twitter for a very long time. Is that, oh, Twitter can do whatever it wants, and censor you however you'd like because they're a private site, although that wasn't in their, they actually violated their own terms of service in doing that, but it is a private site. And, now everybody's obviously complaining that Elon Musk, is owning Twitter and making it very free speech. But, like, it's actually a private site now. Before it was publicly traded. So you could at least have the argument that, oh, no, it's actually publicly traded. There's shareholders do have a say in what goes on in this. But no, that's not even the case in the present day. And it's definitely not the case with this. Obviously, YouTube is owned by Google, and Google is a publicly traded, company, and so there's like some gray area. But yeah, really, if you pair up with somebody and you just decide to basically delete all of their stuff, like that is some serious legal issues that you could get into. That's some people's livelihood. That's some people's entire, that's some real people buy their houses off of their YouTube profits. And so if you just go through Minecraft and or Mojang rather, and delete or take people's intellectual property, you can bet your bottom dollar or your top dollar, I don't care which one, you can bet them all, that they will definitely be coming for you and suing your butt. Because, yeah, that is like some serious issue here. That's probably illegal, actually. If I went over to MySpace, copied all of MySpace's stuff, deleted MySpace, like if I'm the ISP and I reroute MySpace to my own channel, like MySpace is gonna come after me. Like you can't do that. Yeah, Mojang was better when Notch owned it. I think we can all agree with that. None of this 1984 type of crap would be happening if it was still him. I'm sure there would be some stuff, but nothing to this caliber. But anyways, let's get into like the actual EULA. It says, we love that our players and fans do cool things and share them with our community. Our goal is to create an environment where you get to do great things for Minecraft community without others coming along and spoiling it for everybody. We realize that some things you will create and share and other things you may create and sell. So we wrote these guidelines to explain that what we consider to be acceptable ways to use Minecraft name, brand, and assets in your creation. That's great. If I try to sell t-shirts that have Minecraft on them, yeah, that's using your brand. But if it falls under fair use, you can't touch it. If I make a podcast about the Snyder Cut for, the Justice League movie, and I mention the name in the title because it's a podcast about that, Mr. Snyder here can't come and just take my entire podcast. So, let's be clear. When we use our Minecraft name, we mean the name of any of our games, taglines, features, events, or company identity. Which is fine. Like I said, if I'm going and selling Minecraft merch, that's not gonna, fly, really. That's like me selling Coca-Cola products without, having a license with them or a contract with them. That is not right. But, me owning a Coca-Cola shirt or a Coca-Cola can and having it in my video, that falls under fair use. When you sell your product, you expect it to be, broadcasted through other means of media. That is like you expect that as a company. That there's no reasonable expectation of, I guess, privacy in that sense. You cannot restrict where your name shows up everywhere. That's not no, that's not acceptable. So we also mean any names which are confusingly similar to our name. No, you can't really do that. If I, throw Roblox in there, or, like anything with the word mine. In fact, the Minecraft company, Minecraft.com, actually used to be, believe it or not, an actual mining organization in Australia. And Minecraft.net, this website, was owned by them up until a very few years ago, when they sold it to them. Or I guess it was Minecraft.com. I guess Minecraft.net was always one. It must have been Minecraft.com, because I think Minecraft.net was always around. But yeah, Minecraft.com was its own website long before the game Minecraft even existed. And Minecraft kind of hassled and harassed and, basically assaulted the company for the website domain, and now it doesn't even use it, I don't believe. If you go to Minecraft.com, yep, it reroutes you to Minecraft.net. They don't even use it. So they own it, but they just reroute you. So no, you can't just say anything that's similar to our name. If I've got crafting in my name or mining in my name, you don't get to touch that. That's not allowed. That's not legal either. So like that already, just this whole thing, boop, gone. No legal standing. It would have to be very, very close for them to actually do that. They'd have to own those words as well, and that would have to hold up in court, which I doubt it would. I mean, like, as far as, company names go, I've seen, crazier things than that. But a regular court, already shot down the last time Minecraft like tried to harass a company for that. So it didn't work out too well for them. Our brand, we mean any names, related logos, fonts, textures, and any other distinctive characteristics of our party name. So yeah, probably this, the creeper face, the font, the bricks made out that make up words, stuff like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Our assets, we mean code, software, graphics, textures, images, models, and sounds, and other audio from any of our games and videos. Yeah, that's intellectual property, that's fine. In short, we hope that you understand what you can and can't do, and help you do and share more, and limit those that try to go too far. Yeah, that sounds okay. Target audience. We want to make it clear that these guidelines are for the community of Minecraft players and fans. The allowances we give in these guidelines do not authorize commercial companies, corporate brands, advertising agencies, nonprofits, politicians, political action committees, governments to use or exploit Minecraft for promoting products, services, or agendas unrelated to Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, like, if Donald Trump makes a, Minecraft video, or Joe Biden makes a Minecraft video and use it as one of their campaign videos, I think they're actually allowed to do that because it's their own intellectual property. If Donald Trump or Biden sits in the game, and makes a short little video about how you should go vote for them for president, that's intellectual property, and that's under fair use. So that's not really going to fly, really. Maybe if, like, Coca-Cola decides to flash creepers on their onto their Coca-Cola cans, or Steve onto their Coca-Cola cans without, Mojang's explicit permission. Yeah, that is overreaching. That's one government stealing, or one company stealing another company's intellectual property, so that won't work. But yeah. Important legal agreements. The Minecraft End Users License Agreement, Microsoft Service Agreement, and privacy policies are legal agreements between you and us, Mojang AB, and Microsoft. These policies relate to your use of Minecraft products and govern your use of our website, your account, and how we settle disputes. It is your responsibility to understand and follow these policies. Interesting. So, right there, they state products, website, account, and disputes. Anything else is outside of their realm of, like, authority. They literally don't have authority over your intellectual property. So they state it right here. We don't. And they're going to try to state later that they do, which is, not cool, basically. You don't flip-flop in your EULA or any of your legal documents. When you're a big company, people are going to punch loopholes through that and probably going to sue you for it, or at least take advantage of you in that extent, because they're going to be able to say that, oh, you said one thing and then you said another, and so we can't make it up our mind, so it's just left up, to speculation about what you actually mean. When it comes to big legal documents, especially the important legal agreements, you should probably not be vague about what you're saying. The guidelines presented here are to be followed along with these policies. They do not form part of the policies, rather they exist because we currently think it's a good idea to allow some leniency with respect to how you use Minecraft. Really? You really? Because the rest of this is going to go on to not, you know, explain or demonstrate that. Subject to change. These guidelines it may be changed as time goes by. Uh, that is not a good idea. The fact that it's being updated right now, we should reserve the right to change our mind at any time. No, actually, you don't have that right. You don't have the right to offer a product and then take it away from somebody after they've already paid for it. Such as if people start to take advantage of our good intentions. I don't know what that means. You don't necessarily have bad intentions, but you can't call them good. It's a for-profit company. That's just intentions to profit yourself. And to update these guidelines. Yeah, no. So don't count on these guidelines always being here or in the specific form they are in right now. That's some legal area that you really have to get into. You know, like Apple can change their EULA because every year they come out with a different phone and different software, you know? And if you want to use that specific phone and that specific software, you have to agree to that specific EULA. But their EULA, you know, legally is not allowed to change for a different product that you already own. They can't force you to use the new software and then force you to agree to the EULA when you already own the license to the previous software. That's just, it's not logical. It doesn't make sense. That's horrible. It's up to you to occasionally check back here to see if these guidelines have changed to ensure your use of Minecraft is in line with what we allow. Interesting. Minecraft, the sandbox block game where you're supposed to be able to build, say, and do anything. Make sure it ensures your use is, you know, in line with what they allow. Any changes made to these guidelines will be effective the next time you use our games, websites, or other services. Interesting. So, yeah, they say it again. Anytime you use their games, websites, or other services. YouTube is not part of that. Microsoft does not own YouTube. Mojang does not own YouTube. Mojang does not own your intellectual property rights. If you post something somewhere and it has Minecraft in the name, they can't just take it down. It's not part of their EULA. It's not something you agreed to. I could be a YouTuber, talk about Minecraft, and never play the game ever in my entire life. It's intellectual property rights. I can say that name all the live long day, and they're legally not allowed to do anything about it. That's what free speech is. That's what the internet is for, is commentary on things. You can't just take that down. It doesn't work that way. All uses. Ooh, this will be good. This will be really, really good. In relation to all uses, permitted or otherwise. So, also the unpermitted, I guess. All rights, including copyright, trademark rights, and related rights in the name, brand, assets, and any derivatives are and will remain owned by Mojang and Microsoft. Yep, that's, you know, makes sense. It's your stuff, your company, that's fine. All permissions and consents are given by us at our discretion and may be revoked at any time if we think that it is appropriate to do so, or we don't like what you are doing. Oh my gosh. That is not okay. That is some serious up to interpretation, sorry for the language, but bullshit right there. Or we don't like what you are doing. As far as legal standing goes, if you said that to a judge, they would call you crazy and they would throw you out of their court. Can you imagine if an officer came up to you and arrested you, or you went up and assaulted somebody and said, "Oh, we just don't like what you were doing," and it's okay? That's not okay. That's not how any of this works. You have to have actual legal standing, or at least bounds of what you consider to be okay or not. You can't just on a whim decide what is okay and what isn't. It has to be written into the EULA. Otherwise, this EULA literally means nothing. You could be okay with anything or be okay with nothing. And nobody is allowed to know what those things are. So how are they supposed to avoid and obey this EULA if they don't know what your terms and conditions are? Like, that just, this whole term is probably going to be the thing that does them in if it gets legal. Like, if they go to court, like, that is going to be one of the number one things that the lawyers cite. That is not okay. You cannot leave contracts open-ended like that. That is just, oh my gosh. All rights expressly reserved. Yeah, sure. Any rights that you have as a company. That makes sense. Sure. But this, oh my goodness. May be revoked at any time if we think that it is appropriate to do so. That as well. That's also pretty bad. Like, I can imagine you know, revoking if you violate the EULA. But since you're amending the EULA and changing it, and you're adding into the EULA anything we don't like that you are doing, like, you can't, no. That's not what the end user license agreement is for. An end user license agreement gives you physical and legal and literal bounds to abide by. You can't just change those bounds on a whim. That's not okay. If you are interested in proposing a formal partnership with us, you can submit a partnership proposal. If you are seeking to report violations of these guidelines, you can send us information about the violation through our help form. And you're going to violate your own guidelines here in a second, pal. We are not able to give advice about whether a specific project does or does not comply with these guidelines. Wow, that's helpful. So if we send in a help form asking you if we're in compliance, you can't tell us? That's great. If you are unsure, you should speak to an attorney for help. Interesting. See, I'm not even an attorney. But I know, like, this is not gonna fly. This is not okay. They're gonna have to change this unless, like, like, this is not okay. Like, I'm not gonna play Minecraft if this is what they're gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna own a server anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. That's just, no. That's not okay. That is not cool. That's just, yeah, disappointing. Like I said, this is like a joke. Horrible, horrible EULA. More guidelines will follow as we decide what and when to add them. So feel free to make requests. What? What is it? Is this like a help desk now or like a suggestion box? Oh my goodness. Okay. Essential guidelines. Here's some of the big stuff. The first thing we want to say is that these are essential guidelines that apply to all uses of our name, brand, and assets. While you should still read the policies and guidelines in the full, here's a quick summary of the essential points to help guide you. That's nice. If you are using any part of any name, any part of our brand, any of our assets, then, if and only if, basically. They don't say if and only if, but yeah. Do not do anything or include anything that makes people think that what you are sharing could be interpreted as official or approved by or endorsed by, associated with, associated with, it technically has to be, but that's fine, I guess. Supported by or connected to us, as in Mojang. Okay. That's okay, I guess. Associated with, not so much, because, like, anything you're doing with Minecraft, like, if I make a Minecraft Let's Play, or if I go play MCC, or I go to Minecon, or Minecraft Live, like, that's associated with. So you can't, that's not gonna, that's kind of, borderline not okay to have in here. Do not be unlawful, deceptive, or obscene, harmful, or abusive. Okay. Doesn't really say who to or what to, but sure. Strange. Do not do anything that would harm, damage our name, brand, assets, for example, gambling, pornography, violence, terrorism, or other unsafe, mature content. Other unsafe, mature content. Violence, gambling. I can think of plenty of servers that are literally just poker servers, and they play poker but in Minecraft. Violence servers, like 2B2T, or maybe, even, like, any of the gun servers, any of the servers that are supposed to emulate Call of Duty, any of the zombie servers, anything that skins their pickaxes to look like, pistols, that's not going to work. Other unsafe or mature content. That's kind of vague as well, because you're not really saying who it's unsafe or mature or immature to. So that's also, like, not okay, Like, that's just not going to work. That's too vague. Do not redistribute our games or any alterations of our games or game files. Yep, that's protecting your intellectual property. That's fine. Do not make commercial use or commercially exploit anything that we have made unless these guidelines say it's okay. I don't understand how that's going to work, because intellectual property doesn't apply here if somebody makes a YouTube video about it. Then, like, if I make a YouTube video about Minecraft, is that not allowed? If I make a Let's Play, is that not okay now? Do not give access to anything we've made in a way that is unfair or unreasonable. That's super open-ended. We don't understand what that means. That's not going to hold up in court. Do not pretend to be associated with, supported by Mojang or Microsoft, and make it clear. Yeah, that's fine. That's, you don't want to say you're an official Minecraft associate or anything like that without an actual contract. That would be like me going over to Google and representing them in court or in, any sort of, not legal, but professional standing. Yeah, that's fine. That's acceptable. You, not us, are responsible for the product or service. This includes events, servers, books, and handcrafted items. I don't know what that means, but sure. The publisher, the manufacturer, seller, organization, or owner are... whom to contact about the product, service, or any related purchases in the contact method. What? What is this talking about? What are these 3 points? Where do they go? This bullet point chart. And why are they O's? Prominently include... I assume they go under this bullet point, but... well, yeah. Prominently include the disclaimer similar to the following: not an official Minecraft product or service, not approved by. So anytime I post a YouTube video, I have to put this in. This? Really? No, I'm sorry. I'm not putting that in every single time. I think it's just socially accepted, and people should understand that I am not Mojang, because I am not posting from the official Mojang YouTube channel, or Twitter, or Instagram, or whatever social media sites you guys choose to use. Like, no, that's a given. These guidelines are intended to help you understand what we expect and don't want when it comes to using our name, brand, assets, or part of your creations. As part of your creations. We are trying to be open, honest, and most importantly, trusting. Our hope is that you hold us in the same regard. Yeah, I'm not going to try and impersonate Mojang, but if I'm playing Minecraft, Minecraft's going in my title. I'm sorry. Like, that is to represent what is in the video. Like, that is kind of necessary. Naming guidelines. Here we go. This is where it really gets rough, everybody. Kind of mentioned this for a short bit earlier, but you may use our name in connection with your product or service, title, or listing, including on websites, video platforms, and merchandise, if you follow these guidelines in this section. You may use the Minecraft name in a secondary name, secondary title, or description, if you do so because it is necessary to describe your creations or their purpose honestly and fairly. That is all we need. That is the only part that should be in here. Ensure that the secondary title, which includes Minecraft name, is not the dominant element or the distinctive part or complete name or title. Yeah, if I'm just putting Minecraft... No, even if I was just putting Minecraft the game, like, and it's just video of me playing Minecraft, like, that should be okay. That's not... Like, it's just commentary about Minecraft and visuals of Minecraft. I'm sorry, but, like, no. Don't use any other aspect, any of our brands or assets as part of any related branding, including the logo or part of the logo. Yeah, I'm not going to put your logo on my car and pretend it's the Minecraft car and that it's Mojang intellectual property and that it's official or anything like that. Don't use our names as keywords or search tags for products that have no relationship with them or that are infringing or counterfeit. I don't know necessarily that's going to have any legal standing. I don't know what, like, the legal ramifications are of that. You know, it's really just clickbait is what they're saying. Don't clickbait your products with our, tags, which is really just a nice thing to do. Just don't do that. That's fine. You may not use the Minecraft name as the primary or dominant name or title. To help you, we've suggested. So, but if I was to put Minecraft, the video game, in a blog post talking about Minecraft, the video game, or if I was to put Minecraft, the game that Mojang ran into the ground, it's a commentary about Minecraft. That is legally okay. That is fair use. Just because you want to say it's not, doesn't mean it's not. You don't get to legally change that. You don't get to change, like, the codes. That's not how that works. So this whole section, like, this one is okay. That makes sense for them. That's okay. This one, like I said earlier, they throw this apostrophe S in here just so they can say that The Shaft, a Minecrafter podcast, would not be okay. They're saying that by putting this in here. If you got rid of this, they'd say, we're not cool with this. That's what would happen. This one is, this one's vague too. That's, obviously, if it's this exact explicit example, you're using Minecraft, the app, like, you're misleading what your app is, because clearly it's not Minecraft. So yes, that makes sense. Personal use. We are very relaxed about things you create for yourself. Really? Because it doesn't seem like it. You just said I can't use this thing in titles. Pretty much anything goes there. So go for it and just have fun. Just remember that the policies Okay, so do whatever you want, but remember the policies and don't do anything like we just said you can't. So basically just let's self-contradict ourselves here. Don't do anything illegal. Yeah, I hope not. Or infringing on others. Yeah, I hope not. That makes sense. If you decide you want to share your creation with the community, you may do so. Really? In fact, we are excited for you and can't wait to see what you've been doing. When you decide to share your content with the community, whether you plan to make money off of it or not, this will be important, everybody. Remember this. Whether you plan to make money off of it or not, you are doing what we consider to be a commercial thing. Oh, what you consider. Interesting. When you do commercial things, you must follow the commercial use guidelines. That's funny. So we have to follow this no matter what we're doing. That's hilarious. Because legally, That has no standing. This commercial use has explicit and laid out interpretations. Doing non-commercial things is not considered as commercial use. Just because you say it does, doesn't mean it does. Sorry, that's not how this works. You don't get to change laws. You don't get to change that. It's like your EULA does not... Like, if I wrote an EULA and I was like, yeah, the Second Amendment no longer applies, it's wrong. It doesn't actually change the Second Amendment. You don't get to change the laws. You don't get to change the, the internet codes and guidelines. Like, that's just no. I'm sorry. Like, there are unwritten rules and there are written rules, and you don't get to decide either of them. You get to decide what happens with your app alone. If somebody wants to violate these guidelines, then you get to, delete their Minecraft account. But even then, like, that's the full extent of it. You don't get to do anything else besides this. This applies, for example, if you want to set up and run non-commercial blogs. Yep, there it is. The blogs servers. So my private server that I own, guess I can't do that anymore. Community forums, fan sites, fan clubs, news groups, events, and gatherings. Oh my goodness. Guys, come on. Commercial use. We are less relaxed about using our name. So, personal use, we can do anything goes here. But we have to follow the commercial use. And in commercial use, we're not allowed to do anything. So in the personal use by the transitive property, we're not allowed to do anything. So this whole section is just a lie. It's just self-contradicting. That's hilarious. Okay. We are less relaxed about using our name, brand, assets for commercial use. While we do love that you want to share your creations with the community, didn't they just say, if you decide to share your creation with your community, you may do so? While we understand that you may want to charge others. Yeah, that's fine. You just said. We do have some limits regarding what we think is an acceptable commercial use of Minecraft. Oh, that's good. They're going to get into the more specific stuff. In these guidelines, commercial use means any use. Any? No, it doesn't. It means commercial. I'm sorry. Like, you can say that, but like a judge isn't going to hold that up. Uses of our name, brand, or assets that you use and share with others, regardless of whether you receive payment or provide for it free. No. If it's not for money, it's not commercial. It's not commerce. That's what that means. This can be through videos and streams you create, merchandise you make, or even the server you host. Yep, there it is again, the server you host. My own private server, no longer allowed apparently. It's no longer my property. We may change this definition as time goes by, but for now, this, again, might just change our minds. We don't know. We might flip-flop. We might change our policies. None of this is going to have legal standing in court. Like, we hope that this helps you understand what you can and can't do. It really doesn't. When you say you might change things at any second, like, you're not helping yourself. Helping you and other fans like you do more and limit those that try to go too far. So you mean limit everything. Because you've just stated that. Like, that we have to, limit everything into commercial use, even if it's non-commercial. Guys. I've heard it was horrible, but I really didn't think it was this bad. They've self-contradicted like 3 times now, I think. Alright. In general, you may do things that are specifically covered by the fair dealing and fair use exceptions to copyright and trademark laws. Oh, there we go. There we go. You may not do things that aren't specifically permitted by the policies you agreed to or the guidelines unless we agree to allow it, or it is expressly allowed by applicable laws. So these laws are going to override a lot of what you agree to allow. I hate to tell you, Mojang. That's what fair use laws typically are for. It's from when somebody tries to overstep their bounds and go into a private creator's area and say, we own this. So these laws are going to go against basically a lot of this EULA already. It's just not going to work. Domain names and websites. You can set up and run your own website and run related forums centered around information regarding the Minecraft game. Okay, I would expect that. You may register and use a domain name that includes one of our names and brands so long as, okay, the domain name you register doesn't appear official. Okay, if you don't put a TM next to it, is that what you mean? and you don't use the domain name in a way that appears official. Yeah, I guess. Like Minecraft.com that you guys tried to steal from the mining company? Ringing any bells? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Your website only relates to the Minecraft game, the brand, or assets in a fair, reasonable, and appropriate way, and not to other third-party games. Yeah, if I go to Minecraft.com and Blizzard's Diablo 4 is on there, I'm going to be a little confused. That makes sense. You don't do so for cyber squatting or principally to make money, including through affiliate services. Hate to tell you, you don't have the right to say that. Like, if somebody owns Minecraft.com before you, you can't cyber squat on them. They can't cyber squat on you. Yes, they can. Like, that's what owning a domain is. I'm sorry to tell you that, but like, your little EULA is not going to stop any foreign countries or literally anybody in the general public from owning Minecraft.com as long as they buy it off of you. Like, no, sorry. Like, if I own Minecraft.tv or Minecraft.eu or Minecraft. Gov even, like if I made a government organization about Minecraft, your little EULA isn't not going to do anything to stop them. I'm sorry. Like that's hilarious. Constructed promotions. When it comes to using Minecraft as a platform to promote yourself, your product, or your services, we are a little more strict. We understand why you might think Minecraft would be an amazing way to connect with your brands and others, but Minecraft is a place where players of all ages come together to play. Keep in mind, everybody, players of all ages. Remember this line. Remember, all ages. From 0 to death. All ages. Come together to play. And come together. That's an important part too. So there is crossing over between, any of these ages. That is part of what you sign on to whenever you play Minecraft. That little checkbox that comes up and says, when you go online, please keep in mind, you're going online. Might be a dangerous place out there. You might see some things you're not ready to see yet. By clicking this, you understand that you're accepting responsibility for anything that happens while you're online. And then you check that little box and go on to, Mineplex or Hypixel. All ages come together to play, not to be a part of an advertisement. There we go. Perfect. They put a little bit, of all ages. They really should have put this up earlier too, all ages, but that's fine. With the advertisement, it's okay. With that stated, commercial companies, corporate brands, advertising agencies, and nonprofits, politicians, political action committees, governments, individual artists, and other entities are not permitted to use Minecraft gameplay to promote or market products, services, events, and campaigns, or brands unrelated to Minecraft without prior written approval. So if I go to my church group and I make a video in my survival world and I say, hey, come to church on Sundays, or if I say, go vote, for whoever you're going to vote for, that's just not allowed. I can't play Minecraft and make any statements about anything besides Minecraft stuff. It's really specific, but at least they got it in there. I wouldn't agree with it, but it's in there, so I guess that's not allowed. Specifically, if you are one of these entities or someone who is hired by one of them, we do not want Minecraft or Minecraft assets used to build a Minecraft world, mod, or server to promote you or your client's corporate brands, products, or services, such as products that aren't related to Minecraft, products or services in a playable form. Okay, that's specific. That's good. A company's television show, movie, or videos through Minecraft gameplay. Alright, that's specific and good. That's fine. Here are a couple of examples of things that are not allowed. A mod created to allow players to play in a world with branded automobiles. No, that's not gonna work, pal. I'm sorry. If I can't drive a Volkswagen Bug, and run over some spiders and zombies, man. A skin pack containing brand logos. Guys, come on. Minecraft blocks used to build a world or characters from a movie. So you're telling me I can't recreate the Titanic in Minecraft? Or, Vietnam? Or 9/11? Or Cat in the Hat? Or Toy Story? I can't recreate, what? What happened to Minecraft being a game about building blocks and creating anything your heart's desire? Guess that's not allowed anymore. A political campaign or rally that takes place in-game. What? You're telling me Joe Biden can't come on here and hold a presidential rally? Donald Trump can't come on here and hold a presidential rally or a debate in Minecraft? That's not allowed? What? Oh, that's sad. I was looking forward to the 2024 presidential debates in Minecraft. Oh my goodness. Well, at least it's specific, I guess. That's not stuff I would really be worrying about as Mojang, but I guess go for it, Mojang. Whatever. Oh my goodness. Videos, streams, and screenshots. Okay, here comes the important stuff. This is gonna be the big stuff that we really talk about. You know, this is gonna be a lot of the intellectual property rights that like people say are getting basically violated, you know? Here we go. You are allowed to create, use, and share videos, streams, and screenshots of you playing or using Minecraft. Oh, good. Okay, cool. You may also make money from your videos and streams through ad revenue if you follow the guidelines in this section. Oh, interesting. You're allowed to put footage of our game on YouTube, Twitch, or any other website and make money from them so long as all videos in their entirety are free to view. For example, there is no paywall or other charge to view videos. Hmm, I don't know about that. Um, that means like YouTube Premium, like is technically in violation of this. If I decide to pay for YouTube Premium and then go watch a Minecraft video just because I can, like that's in violation. So I guess Patreon. Yeah, Patreon's in violation. Anybody who has Patreon and locks some of their content behind a Patreon, if it's Minecraft content, yeah, you're in trouble, I guess. Hmm. Alright, well, you add enough of your own unique content. I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, I mean, some people do. You add enough of your own unique content to the video or stream to make it reasonable for you to make money through someone watching it. For example, you can add your own audio commentary and footage to your gameplay. That's interesting, but if I do a silent run of Minecraft, that's not okay? What's my own footage? What kind of footage could I add that's not mine from gameplay? Gameplay means I'm playing a game and I can record it. Like it's literally by definition mine. I can't add footage that doesn't exist. That's a strange one, but it's not like whatever. You can't just include your logo, web address, or overlays on top of our or someone else's gameplay. We reserve our right to decide on if your content is unique enough. That's not how that works. You don't get to decide what's fair use and not. The laws do. So good luck with that. You don't broadcast or distribute video streams of full uninterrupted gameplay via traditional cable, satellite, or other major broadcast television networks. Because I guess that would violate the one up above. Uh, has to be free. But like that's happened in the past. So I guess that must be one of the new ones. I've seen that in the past. Clips of gameplay could be used as reference material if the subject is not the gameplay itself. For example, the gameplay may be used in an over-the-shoulder graphic during an interview of someone who plays Minecraft. Yeah, okay. The gameplay is not displayed or projected publicly within physical locations, for example, promoting or advertising big screen Minecraft gameplay inside a commercial venue like restaurants. I've seen that, but I don't understand why that's illegal or against their EULA or why it's in there. Well, that's fine. Charging money for Minecraft gameplay leagues or competitions in theaters where gameplay is projected onto movie screens. Wait, what? Why? So I can charge for it in my own house, but if I go to a private movie theater, it's not allowed? It's strange, but okay. Whatever. You don't create or use videos or streams whose purpose is to advertise or promote products or services unrelated to Minecraft. Again, like if Donald Trump says go vote for me, or Joe Biden says go vote for me, or I say, hey, come to my church on Sundays, like that's not allowed. Strange. Not exactly in violation of anybody's intellectual property rights, so I'll let it slide, but okay. This is the no stuff, right? Uh, place any title card and credits, sponsorship notices, and other callouts outside of actual game content sponsors, and any callouts must be suitable for children and minors and must not cause them harm to the brand. Oh, must be. I don't know if that flies either. You don't sell copies of the videos or streams. I guess. Uh, That's a strange one, but okay. Sure. But keep in mind, must be suitable for children and minors. That that's not up to us, as creators or anybody as creators to require. If our content is rated something, it is up to the children's parents to make sure that they aren't watching that rated content. If I rate my Minecraft content rated R because there's blood and gore, or I say bad, foul language, it is the responsibility of the parents to make sure that their children are not watching that. It is not my responsibility to not create that type of content. Otherwise, things wouldn't have ratings, and everything would be rated G. That's not, like, you literally just said all ages earlier. So, that's probably not okay in my book. To help you, here are two scenarios. You create a video with your own unique content and commentary and upload it to a site such as YouTube and make money by allowing advertising around the video. We're cool with this. You create a video and distribute it to services like iTunes, Amazon Prime Video, and make money by charging for viewers to watch it. I don't understand why they're not cool with this. It's my own video. I should be able to decide what to do with it. It's my intellectual property. Although it includes your game, I'm the one who shot the video and played it and, did the actions. I should be able to do with the video if I want. If I want to delete the video, if I want to, not use the video, if I want to sell it, if I want to make it free, like, I should be able to do with what I please. But it's not the worst thing in here, so I'll let it slide for right now. For now. Till things get better. Then I'm coming back for it. Live in-game events. Okay. Minecraft is a great place to meet up and play together. Of course, you may host a 100% in-game event provided you make the event free to view or attend virtually. Obtain no. No. That's not okay. I know plenty of people who have servers that are specifically for, their Patreon community. Patreon community, pays for a YouTube creator, and the YouTube creator in exchange for getting other services and stuff like that, also provide them sometimes a Minecraft server to play on, and not everybody can have that. It's for the Patreon people. So this, not gonna fly. Obtain permissions and clearances from the owners of any intellectual property, for example, music brands, products, celebrities you want to use. Yeah, that's like regular legal stuff. You already have to do that. Comply with all other laws and regulations in your area. Yep, that's good. As always, if there's outside parties involved, make sure the event complies with the constructed promotions in Minecraft section. I don't understand what that means. I don't know what the Minecraft section. Sure. We reserve the right to stop any event if we feel it doesn't follow the guidelines we have laid out there. No, you don't. You cannot stop an in-person event or an online event if it's private. That's not how that works. It's not connected to the internet. You don't have any, no, you don't. You have the, right to lock somebody out of their account and then their user license agreement if they violate these guidelines, but you can't just stop any event. Like, no. That's no. In-person events. We want to encourage fans from the community to come together and share their love of Minecraft. What we do not want is for community gatherings to become commercialized. So, like what Minecon is what you're saying. It's like Minecon wasn't allowed. Is that why you guys stopped doing it? Interesting. The event must be limited to more than approximately 150 participants. With more than 150 participants tend to be commercialized and sponsored by companies. Okay, they're trying to give parameters here, but you can't dictate that that's a commercial thing just because of the size of people. I know more than 150 people. Like, doesn't have to be commercialized or sponsored by companies just because it has 150 people. That's not going to hold up any standing. That's like a strange, odd number to just throw out there. I think they just kind of threw that out there to bulk up their EULA, I guess, if this wasn't already long enough. You may not accept sponsorships for purposes of profit. So, what? So you're telling me Captain Sparkles isn't allowed to buy his house off of the sponsorships he's made in person because of Minecraft? You guys better go after him then. Like, and PewDiePie and Dream and literally anybody else who's ever had a sponsorship because of Minecraft. Like, that's hilarious. I get it's in person, but still, like, that's hilarious. You make it clear that you, not us, are responsible for anything that happens during your event. Yeah, I would hope so, because I don't know how Minecraft or Mojang can be held responsible if some kid gets drunk during a party and drives home and gets killed. Like, that's strange, but sure. You're responsible for determining and complying with applicable laws in your location. Yep. Theme that of events must be appropriate for all ages and not include anything that is illegal. No, if it's a 18 plus theme and they happen to have creeper shaped Kool-Airs or like TNT shaped gummy worms, like anything really, like no. That's no. Does not include anything that is illegal. Yeah, I would hope not, but like you can't, like people already violate the law. If they're gonna make it illegal, they're gonna make it illegal. So let's throw that in there. But appropriate for all ages? No, it doesn't have to be appropriate for all ages. All ages can, take part in Minecraft, but that doesn't mean everything has to be, like I said earlier, like it's not your job to police the content that you put out. It is the viewer's job to police the content that they watch. So one-way street, my friend. It does not work the other way around. We recommend that you publicly post a code of conduct of your event. Yeah, that's good. Do not use official Minecraft brand or assets in your marketing materials that your mark on what? Do not use official Minecraft brands or assets on your marketing materials create. So that's just that's not correct grammar. Do not use official Minecraft brand or assets on your marketing materials create. I don't know what marketing materials create is, but that's one too many nouns. So that's no, you don't pass. The sentence now does not pass. It has too many nouns and next to each other. It's grammatically incorrect. Not a binding law or not binding litigation. Whatever. I don't know what the legal term is for it or the proper English term is for it, but yeah, one too many nouns there. Or I guess a verb. Like, was there a verb here at the end? You may use the Minecraft name in a secondary name, secondary title, or description only. If I am throwing a Minecraft birthday party, I guess no, I guess I would. If it's Wedgie's Minecraft birthday party, then Minecraft is the secondary. I guess. I don't know. That's fine, I guess. Whatever. Your event must comply with the guidelines provided in the Minecraft usage guidelines, community guidelines, and Minecraft end users license agreement. Oh, the thing we're reading. That's what this is, right? Oh, this is just usage guidelines. I don't know. That's fine. Here are a couple examples to you. Hosting a casual meetup with your favorite pizza place to talk about play Minecraft? Yep. Renting a convention center, charging admissions, inviting vendors to sell products with the Minecraft theme. So, Minecon was illegal then? Or was it okay because you ran it? That's... Interesting. Okay. The goal of these guidelines is to help people who want to have small community events. If your goal is to create a convention-sized experience, or you think your event will be outside of these guidelines, if you're interested in proposing a formal partnership with us, you can submit a partnership proposal to this potential partnership. Okay, cool. That was probably what Minecon was. Music and audio. We love music. We encourage players to enjoy use music in games permitted by applicable laws. When you use any portion of live music, pre-recorded music. No. Yes. Please make sure you have permission from the owner. You have paid any fees. Yep. You understand that we are not responsible for the audio you choose. Yeah, that's a given. But it's a good thing they're covering their butts legally. Servers and hosting. Ooh, this will be fun. Playing Minecraft with others is one of the best ways to play. Aw, thank you. That sounds nice. You may host a server for Minecraft. Yep, I hope so. You may even charge for access to the server as long as you follow the guidelines in the section by server. I mean a single what? You just said we can't charge people for access to this content. And now we can charge people for access to the server? What? Oh my goodness. Alright, well let's see what these guidelines are that we have to abide by before we can charge people to access our server. Access to your server must only be granted to users who have genuine paid for Minecraft version of Minecraft. I can't control that. I don't have the intellect to understand how that works or to police who has pirated versions of Minecraft or not. Like, not everybody who owns a server is smart enough for that. So I guess a lot of people are illegitimately holding servers because somebody who has an illegitimate copy of Minecraft might be playing on them. Guess they're all in trouble now. Can't be limited to or controlled directly or indirectly by a player owning or having access to out-of-game content, products, or services. Patreon, they're coming for you. You better sue their butts. Like, why? Why? Like, that's dumb. So you're saying NFTs, you know that thing that everybody tried to sell earlier, like a bunch of idiots, can't be your key to getting into a Minecraft server? What do you know? You may make money by charging for access to your server by charging for access to your server, provided that the cost to access the server is the same for everyone. Yeah, you can't discriminate, you know? Like the Jews and the Nazis all get the same, price. The men and the women, the blacks and the whites and the Asians and the Indians, they all get the same price. Any group that you can discriminate against probably gets the same price. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, 2-year-olds and 20-year-olds get the same price. Cool. All right, that's fine. Everyone who pays to access the server has access to all the mods you choose to enable on your server, except in the case of mods and other admin tools reserved. They should have an S there, and other admin tool reserved for server administrators. Who wrote this? That's 2 grammatical errors. Somebody needs to send this to Grammarly and have them run it through, or send it to ChatGPT or something like that. To charging for access to your server, provided that own or control the server and continue to do so for the whole time that you charge access for it. They should probably put you own, but yeah, I sure hope so. Oh man, it's like I need a break from this. Okay. Asking for donations so long as you don't offer the donor something that only they can use. However, you may offer all players server-wide rewards if donation goals are met. So, like Hypixel's MVP++ or whatever it is not allowed. Okay. It's a bummer, I guess, but whatever. No pay-to-win titles, I guess. Selling entitlements that affect gameplay provided they don't ruin other players' experience or give a competitive advantage in the game. Yeah, that's not really fair. I don't like pay-to-win servers. I love watching those videos where like the hackers go in and like destroy the pay-to-win servers by inflating all of their items. Selling cosmetics, except for capes or anything that attempts to visually act like the feature of a Minecraft player cape. Wait, so we are? What? Okay. Oh, so they can sell cosmetics. Okay, yeah. Providing in-game display and video advertising that doesn't hurt gameplay or give some players any competitive advantage. Follow the guidelines in the constructed promotions and Minecraft section. We don't know what Minecraft section is, but I guess Mojang has a Minecraft section if we're not on the Minecraft page. Maybe I can view this somewhere else, and it's just not exclusive to the Minecraft.net website, but I don't know. I hope so. That would make sense. Selling and using in-game virtual currencies, as long as they have no real-world value and can't be cashed out, used or transferred across other servers or converted into... Okay, so Minecoins on Bedrock is illegal then. You're not allowed to do that. Sorry. Because Microsoft gets your money and then pays their employees with it, and it's converted into other real-world currency. So that's illegal now. Can't do that. Don't give the impression that the in-game currency is from or affiliated with Mojang. Yeah, no Minecoins. Just kidding. That's probably their stuff. They probably have rules for the and not for me somewhere stated in here. Don't look like or have a name like Minecoins or anything like a... Okay. Regardless of how you choose to make money or support your server, you may only do so if all service entitlements in advertising are suitable for audiences of all ages. For example, gambling, pornography, violence, terrorism, explicit lyrics, and other unsafe mature content. And they don't harm the Minecraft brand. Interesting. Gets back to some of the stuff that is already allowed, that should be allowed, because it is a private server. You make it clear that you are responsible for all end-user data privacy and protection requirements. No. That should be, I mean, like, I guess, but, like, no. That's kind of like Habsies. Like, you should try your best as a user to, protect your data as well as the server. It should be kind of both. You don't hide or alter any of the dialogues or prompts that are part of Minecraft. This includes the end-user license agreement, warning messages, and error messages. People already edit the error messages, I think, to provide, like, funny error messages, but that's fine, I guess. You provide any user who gives you real-world currency and online payment and purchase history for purchases made with that currency. Does Minecoins do this? I don't know. I don't shop with them, but I sure hope they do. You provide information to users on all content and pricing applicable to your server before person joins or signs up or what? Yeah. You don't host or distribute malware, spyware, or engage in illegal activity through your server. Bummer, that already happens. You require any social influencers, for example, on YouTube, Facebook, gaming, Instagram, Twitch, promoting your server to disclose their relationship with you and follow the guidelines published by the U.S. Federal Trade Commission. Yes, the FTC, not the FCC, the FTC. That's good. That's good. That's a good one. I like that one. That one can stay. We want Minecraft, not like I'm writing this and like I'm in charge of this, but like in my opinion, that one's a good one. We want Minecraft to be a place where players can have fun and a trusted place to explore, build, and invest their time and money. Please use your common sense and discretion in creating a safe, fun, and trusted environment for all players. How about for all players that you've whitelisted or allowed onto your servers? 2-year-olds are not coming on my servers. That's not who my intended audience is. I don't know. We reserve the right to decide if the way you're monetizing your servers is consistent with our brand. No, the courts do. Sorry. If you try and do something illegal, the courts are going to come after you. You can always end their user license agreement, but they might try and sue you back. Don't do anything shady, Mojang. It's not going to end up good for you. In short, don't do evil things to players, and you should be fine. That's good, Mojang. That's a rule for you, too. Don't do evil things to players, and you should be fine. Extended functionality and modifications. We love how Minecraft inspires creativity in the community. Over the years, we have seen a lot of modifications that people have made to enhance their Minecraft. Maybe you should put their Minecraft experience. I'm going to enhance my Minecraft now. My Minecraft is different from other people's Minecraft. Maybe you should put to enhance their game, or Minecraft experience, or playstyle. But it's not my Minecraft. Otherwise, I wouldn't be reading this EULA, or I guess these guidelines. By modifications, mods, we mean an original plugin that extends the functionality of Minecraft, but that doesn't contain a substantial part of our copyrightable code or content. We have the final say on what constitutes a mod and what doesn't. No, you don't. When you combine your mod with Minecraft, we refer to combinations of a modded version. Yeah, that's fine. You may create, use, or distribute a mod if you distribute the mod only and not the modded version of Minecraft. I guess. I mean, sure, that's fine. I don't think many people mod the game and then distribute that, but that's fine. Most people want to customize their mods, so they just use the base game and then add whatever they want after in post, not the other way around, but that's fine. You guess put that in there. It flies. The game doesn't create a pay-to-earn function where players earn real-world or out-of-game currency or in-game currency that can be cashed out for real-world currency. Yeah, I guess. The mod cannot be used to directly verify whether a player owns or has access to out-of-game content, purchases, products, or services that affect in-game features or functions. Yeah, okay. Basically, we don't want mods to affect players' experience that creates scarcity of in-game content based off of out-of-game conditions. For example, the mod that directly indirects Oh, so they do talk about the NFTs. That's good, because I hate NFTs, so that's funny. But I don't think it should be in there. I think that should be legal if they want that. Books and other publications. We don't really care about that. I mean, it's there if you guys want to read it for a second. Pause the video. Alright, moving on. Handcrafted products. We want to encourage our fans to make sharing handcrafted toys, clothes, and other products inspired by Minecraft with the community. We have created those guidelines to help hobbyist fans share the fruits of their creative labors and even make a little money from their unique designs. What we don't want is someone to try to commercialize our name brand assets or run a business selling products featuring our name brand or assets. Yeah, that's fine. If I go around selling Minecraft swords, you know, with the TM and everything, like, yeah, that's trademark. That's a different type of violation. To us, a unique design is something that adds enough personal creativity to make the work a distinctive and original. You may use and sell you may make and sell certain individual handcrafted products that feature your unique design so long as you conform with all these additional guidelines. The product contains enough of your own personal creativity to make it distinctive, original, and to be considered a unique design. It does not use any of the Minecraft brand assets or dominant parts of the product or design. For example, a hand-crocheted blanket with the texture pattern of a creeper. We're cool with that. You literally just said, okay, fine, whatever. Contradict yourself again. Although I'm glad you're cool with that, but that you literally contradict yourself in that statement. Box that features Steve's face on the Minecraft in the Minecraft textures, but with green eyes. We're not cool with that. What? So kids can't make Halloween costumes out of boxes and paint Steve's face on it? That's sad. Don't use any of the software music or other audio from Minecraft as part of the product. Aw, C418. Sorry. The product is not mass-produced or distributed throughout a major retailer. Okay. You don't make or sell more than 20 product items using the same or sustainably similar design, for example. Okay, you can't limit that. Like, if I want to make wooden spoons or wooden bowls from Minecraft, like, I can sell 1,000 of them. Like, it's just a wooden bowl. Get over it. This? Really? Products may only be sold through a website. Wait. Ah, so no IRL selling. They don't want under the table. Rip. You don't make more than 5,000 USD in any calendar year from the sale of the product. You comply with all of their laws, regulations. Okay, that's fine. In summary, we love the idea of you, our community, doing cool things, and we want to support your creativity. We understand that you may want to share your creations with others and even make money off of what you've created. We want to empower you to create and share. At the same time, we want to limit those who would want to take things too far. Like you, Mojang. You've taken it way too far. Hopefully, these guidelines help you understand what we are okay with you doing and what we aren't. If something isn't covered by these guidelines and we haven't otherwise said it's okay, that probably means we don't want you to do it. What? No. That is not gonna hold up in court. That statement, just like, if we didn't cover it, we're covering it. No. I'm sorry. You need to state it explicitly. That's what this type of stuff is about. That's what this whole page is for. So you can explicitly say what is and is not okay. So don't just try to say, we haven't otherwise said it's okay. No, don't do that. In any case, if it isn't covered, please don't do it without getting written permission from us. No, that's not how that works either, like I just said. If something is specifically covered and permitted by these guidelines, our account terms, or end-user license agreements applicable to any of our games, then you don't need to contact us. That's good. Okay, so overall, we have some. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like, now I will say this: Mojang is not really good at enforcing their EULA or anything like that. That's not something they normally do. Um, like it's just not. Um, they don't normally enforce their stuff that heavily. But the fact that it's still in there means that at any point they could become dictators and enforce all that stuff, or at least try to. And that's not okay. Some of this stuff does not belong in here. And none of this should be changed while you own a game. You cannot change the license to the game and then revoke people's ability to use the game without repaying them. And at nowhere in those guidelines did I see that if you violate the EULA, you will be refunded for your game. Did you? Because I didn't. So, no. Bad. I don't like that. There's a lot of that needs to be reverted back to what it was. And I'm sure the EULA has been updated in the past, you know? But they should put in a clause in there that if we're going to update the EULA, and it applies to only future versions of the game, or that if you don't like the EULA, we will refund you. Because I'm sure there's been some EULA or guideline updates that have been required by legal government entities, you know? And in that case, like, yes. Like, I guess they physically have to do it. I still don't think it's right to, like, change that and not, provide a different game or something like that. But it's really just the Mojang community guidelines. It's not necessarily Minecraft community guidelines, so I guess you can try and get away with that, whatever. But overall, like, it's just not good. Just don't change your guidelines. Just make perfect guidelines the first time. And then if you make a new game, or if you're going to change the guidelines, offer to refund the game. That way, anybody who continues to play the game is happy with the guidelines and is accepting of them. Because otherwise, you're selling a product and then stealing it back from somebody. If Elon Musk sells me a car and I agree to the guidelines, and then he changes the guidelines immediately after I buy it to something that, doesn't help me or does not benefit me, I don't just get my money back. Like that wouldn't work. And that's what should be required. Like if you're going to change the terms and conditions after the contract's been signed, you're in the wrong. So please, if any of you are game makers, and I know some of you are that are watching this, you've made it this far, if you're going to make an EULA, and of course you're probably going to screw it up the first few times, please write, hey, if we're not accepting of the EULA, here's a refund for your game. So you don't have to violate our EULA, and we don't have to violate your trade rights. Sound fair? Or just don't be horrible like this. Just don't be bad like Mojang. If you're going to make a game, be awesome. Don't be like them. I know many game creators, and they do a pretty good job at this. Most of them don't even have an EULA explicitly in their game. Because, or at least if they do, like it's not like a big thing like this. I'm sure legally they probably should. But like, no, I just don't know a lot of creators that are horrible people like this. Don't self-contradict. Don't go against what the law states in your EULAs if you're going to do anything. Just don't. Just make it better. All right? That's basically all I have to say about this right now. Like I said, go check out Pheonix SC's video about it. He summarizes it really, really quickly too. And like I said, he's a little bit more unbiased than I am. Like I said, I'm very libertarian and I'm very pro, free speech and like, hey, I pay for the product, so I get to use the product, which, stands to reason. Like that's an obvious thing, but not everybody seems to think that apparently. So keep that in mind. Yeah, just have a good night, everybody. That's all I've got for you. Toodles.